Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering Propprethosnis is an annoying adware mostly affecting Mac computers. Dispout is a Trojan that hackers use to monitor your online activity. And VAPO Ransomware joins the Stop Djvu ransomware family. Adware refers to software that displays unwanted advertisements or redirects users to promotional content. It often comes bundled with free software or is inadvertently installed by users when they click on misleading ads or download content from untrustworthy sources. Adware is designed to generate revenue for its creators by displaying ads and collecting personally non-identifiable user data. Propprethosnis is a particularly annoying adware. How adware works. Adware can usually be installed on your Mac through deceptive software bundles when you download shareware or freeware from the internet. Once installed, adware starts displaying advertisements in various forms, such as pop-ups, banners, in-text ads, or even full-screen ads. These ads can appear on websites you visit or within other applications on your computer. Adware may modify your web browser settings, such as your home page, search engine, or new tab page to redirect you to sponsored websites. This can significantly impact your browsing experience. Adware often tracks your browsing habits and sends this information back to its creators or third-party advertisers. This can lead to more targeted ads. Adware can be undesirable for several reasons. Adware can make your browsing experience unpleasant by bombarding you with intrusive ads or redirecting you to unwanted websites. How to remove adware from your Mac. Update your Mac. Ensure that your operating system and all installed applications are up to date. This helps patch security vulnerabilities that adware can exploit. Uninstall suspicious applications. Go to the applications folder on your Mac and look for any unfamiliar or suspicious applications. Drag them to the trash and empty it. Additionally, you can check the launch agents, launch daemons, and application support folders for any related files and remove them. Clear browser data. Clear your browsing history, cache, and cookies to ensure that adware remnants are removed from your browser. Reset web browsers. Resetting your web browsers can help remove adware-related extensions, plugins, or changes made to your browser settings. Instructions for resetting browsers like Safari, Chrome, or Firefox can be found on their respective support websites, but remember that it will also delete all your individual customizations. Use malware remediation software. Consider using reputable anti-malware software. Run a full system scan to detect and remove adware or adware-related files. Remember, prevention is key. To avoid adware infections in the future, be cautious while downloading and installing software. Only obtain software from trusted sources. Read the terms and conditions before installing any software, as adware is often disclosed there. Be mindful of the checked boxes during software installations and avoid clicking on suspicious ads or links. Regularly update your operating system and applications to patch security vulnerabilities. By following these steps and practicing safe web browsing habits, you can effectively remove adware from your computer and reduce the risk of future exposure. A Trojan, like Dispout, is a type of malicious software that disguises itself as a legitimate program to trick users into installing it. Once installed, it performs various harmful actions without the user's knowledge. Trojans are a serious threat as they can compromise your computer security, steal sensitive information, and provide unauthorized system access to hackers. Trojans are often disguised as harmless or useful programs, such as software updates, games, or productivity tools. Users unknowingly download and install them, often from untrustworthy sources or by clicking on malicious links. Once installed, the Trojan establishes a connection between the infected computer and the attacker's remote server. This allows the hacker to gain unauthorized access to the affected system and control it remotely. Trojans can collect sensitive information from your computer, such as login credentials, financial data, personal files, or data on browsing habits. The stolen information can be used for identity theft, financial fraud, or other malicious purposes. Trojans enable hackers to take control of your computer, allowing them to perform various malicious activities. Depending on what the hackers want them to do, Trojans may execute various commands, install additional malware, modify or delete files, or use your computer as part of a larger botnet for criminal activities. How to remove Trojans from your computer. Disconnect from the internet. Disconnect your computer from the network or disable Wi-Fi to prevent further communication between the Trojan and the attacker's server. Use malware remediation software. Consider using a reputable anti-malware software. Run a full system scan to detect and remove Trojans or other related files. Perform a system restore. If the Trojan has caused significant damage to your system, performing a system restore to a point before the infection occurred can help revert your system to a known clean state. Be cautious, as this may result in the loss of recent files or changes made after the restore point. Update and patch. Ensure that your operating system, applications, and plugins are up to date with the latest security patches. This helps close any vulnerabilities that Trojans may exploit. Review and secure accounts. Change passwords for your online accounts, especially those related to banking, email, and social media. Enable two-factor authentication where available for added security. Educate yourself. Be vigilant about safe computing practices. Avoid downloading files or clicking links from untrusted sources. Be cautious of email attachments and regularly back up your important files. By following these preventive measures and promptly addressing any suspected Trojan infection, you can significantly reduce the risk to your computer and personal information. VAPO Ransomware is yet another strain of the infamous Djvu ransomware family. Like other associated versions of the malware threat, this ransomware locks files and then demands a ransom fee to restore file access. Infections like VAPO ransomware can be distributed via software bundles. So if you tend to download freeware or pirated apps via torrent or cracked software sites, you may end up installing such threats. VAPO ransomware locks most of the popular file types, including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption process, VAPO ransomware adds the .vapo extension to the affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder that contains encrypted files. Once downloaded and installed, VAPO ransomware will employ the AES encryption algorithm to lock up your files. Oftentimes, information stealers like Zeus and Redline are deployed alongside ransomware, and this allows hackers to access sensitive information before encrypting the files. Therefore, it is possible for VAPO ransomware to employ similar tools as well. The ransom note demands a ransom for a decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the ransomware's operators will offer a 50% discount and only charge $490 if the victim contacts them within the first 72 hours after infection. The note also supplies two email addresses, support@freshmail.top and datarestorehelp@airmail.cc, for the victims to communicate with the hackers. We discourage establishing contact with the hackers, however, as there's no guarantee that they'll provide decryption tools after payment or even communicate with you. It is important to note that VAPO ransomware does not just encrypt data, it may also attempt to delete all shadow copies of the affected file stored on your computer. This can make your document and data recovery extremely difficult, if not impossible. It is highly recommended that you do not attempt to pay the ransom for the decryption key, as this does not guarantee the recovery of the encrypted files. The best course of action in this situation is to use a file backup, provided you have one, and focus on protecting your system from similar threats. How do I deal with the VAPO ransomware infection? To protect yourself from the VAPO ransomware attack, you should practice safe web browsing habits like refraining from opening email attachments from unknown senders and downloading programs from unreliable sources. You should also have a reputable malware remediation tool installed on your computer. That way you can regularly scan for elements associated with this troublesome ransomware infection and other malware. Also, to reduce the potential damage of a future ransomware infection, please consider backing up your files on an external hard drive or cloud storage. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.